Hey everybody, we're from AstartesGaming here, back with the much anticipated third episode of our Clash of Kings mod Let's Play, where we are rejoining our heroes, the brothers Raventree, in their adventure during the War of the Five Kings. So we've got a lot to do today. We're going to introduce two new characters. You guys put out so many great ideas that I couldn't just choose one, so I decided to choose two. We've also got a tournament to fight in, assuming we can get there in time, and then we have quite a bit of raiding to do in the Westerlands. But before we do that, first off, I just want to show you guys, we've updated our live count to show that we only have 6 left. We took a wound during the Siege of Fair Market, and so that checked one off the list. And so now we're left with 6. And I would like to remind you guys to make sure that you like and subscribe. The more you guys like the videos, the more I see that you're enjoying them, and the more effort I want to put into them. So it helps me gauge your guys' interest and know how much time and effort I should throw into these videos. Because, you know, if you're not enjoying them, then I probably shouldn't spend all my time on this instead of something else. So there's that, and then don't forget to subscribe as well, because first of all, you can't get a character into the game unless you're a subscriber, and second, you can't really follow along with the series if you don't know when it's posted. So definitely recommend subscribing if you haven't already. And then what else? Oh right, so at the end of the last episode we had a job to do. We needed to go back to Grey Edge and train our villagers. And so I went ahead and did it off camera. You guys didn't really need to see me wait around for hours and then beat up villagers with sticks, so that's taken care of. I already went ahead and did that, and then we rode back to White Harbor to pick up some food. In White Harbor, we ran into somebody who was looking for a war party to join into, and so let me introduce you to him. Alright, so the next character that I'm going to introduce during this playthrough is Turon Bloodblade, and he was created by Charles Parkinson. I apologize if it's not as easy to see on this screen. The character list is so long for this mod currently that it won't show anybody beyond like the letter S. So anybody whose name starts with like a T, for example, I can't scroll down far enough to show you. So we're going to use this screen instead. But yeah, so Turon Bloodblade, created by Charles Parkinson. And so let's introduce him a little bit further. So once a Dothraki Bloodrider, Turon was captured following his foolhardy call into battle, and narrowly avoided execution by fighting in the pits of Meereen, where he fought for his life on a daily basis. Becoming adept at several forms of combat, he eventually won his freedom and began taking any work he could find as a sellsword and trainer. Eventually tiring of selling his soul for coin, when the War of the Five Kings began, he decided to travel to Westeros. He hoped he could reclaim his honor fighting for the North, whom he believed were fighting for a just and noble cause. Okay, so that's Turon. Let's take a quick look at his gear so you guys can see what kind of fighter he is, and then we'll get back to business as usual for now. Alright, so as you might expect from a former Dothraki Bloodrider, he does still ride his Dothraki courser, although his armor is not very Dothraki at all. He wears some lamellar armor and gloves from his time during, his time as a sellsword in Essos, and he wears some leather boots, as you know, is fairly common. He carries a recurve bow with steel arrows, so he's very adept at mounted archery. He carries a war lance to combat other cavalry troops with and keep them at bay, and then he carries a traditional Dothraki Arok for close combat. And so that's Turon. Let me give him his helmet. This is his nasal helmet. And so there he is. Alright, so he is the first character we're going to introduce today. We will be introducing one more, though, later on. And if you guys are interested in getting your characters into the game as well, remember you need to be a subscriber, you need to like the videos to show me that you're interested, and you need to be very consistent and active in the comments. So whoever's contributing the most in the comments is going to be the first people I choose from. If you've already submitted the character, you can keep building on that character or submit new ones. It's up to you. I've got a list of all the characters that have been presented so far on like Google Docs, and so I have everybody kept tabs on, but you know, the more I see you and the more I see of your character, the more I'm going to remember them and choose them. So again, just, you know, stay active, and I will eventually replace all or most of the companions in the game with characters that you guys have created. So, right, back to business as usual. Oh, actually, there's something else I wanted to show you guys before we get started. I've sort of rebuilt the troop trees a little bit, If you recall, the North had skirmishers, and if you watch the show, the North never uses anything like that. And so I replaced them with pikemen that are reminiscent of what the Bolton armies use. So they have these big tower shields, and then they have Bolton armor, and the longest spear in the game with a reach of like 250 or something. And so they are like very heavy pikemen. And we're going to see if we can put them to use. I think we'll need more than 5 to make an efficient or an effective pike wall with them. And then the Riverlands, if you watch the show, never used any axes, at least as far as I could tell. So I switched them from axemen to men-at-arms, and I got rid of their javelins because, again, they didn't use skirmishing tactics as well as far as I could see. So they're just regular men-at-arms now. But there are other skirmishes in the game that we can eventually get our hands on. And so I think that's about it for the changes. I've redone almost all of Westeros at this point, except for the Vale and Dragonstone, I believe. I've even gotten the 3 sisters, so the sister men, they're all taken care of. And so we need to head to Fairmarket to join the melee. And so I will see you guys when we get there. So our weekly budget is in, and it looks like we're finally making some money from Grey Edge. Quite a bit, actually, so we're turning a small profit. I don't know why it says my wealth is so low. I have more than 0 coins. Yeah, I have like 7,000, so hopefully that's getting added to it. But there's been some interesting developments. Fairmarket's under siege, actually, so I'm going to go check that out. And it seems like, or it looks like the rest of the North is taking back Maidenpool from the West. So if Fairmarket is under siege, well, I know it's under siege, but if we can't break the siege, we'll head down there. It doesn't look like we can. I don't think we can take on that many Lannister armies. So we're going to go to Maidenpool and join the siege there. I'd prefer you didn't go that way. Alright guys, so I've stumbled upon a battle here with Sir Reynard Rudiger's party of about 44 men attacking some Riverlands villagers, and so I think we're going to step in here to help them out and hopefully take Sir Reynard prisoner if we can. Alright, let's see. They know me as Rook Raventree. Mark it down, you shall be hearing of me a lot. Yeah, I know who you are. I say this now, surrender or die. Okay, so we've got them pretty well outnumbered here. We do need to watch out for their heavy cavalry, though. Okay, guys, so as much as I'd like to stick to the high ground, I think that we're going to have to bait them into attacking. And so what I'm going to do is set up my archers on this little embankment here. If you could stand right there, that would be fantastic. Infantry, if you could move to about here. And pikemen, I want you just in front of them. And then we are going to move this way a bit. But yeah, we've got to bait them down somehow. It looks like that was enough to get our archers in range. If they want to sit there and get shot at by my longbowmen, that's entirely fine by me. But we're not going to play this game. I need to make sure I don't get flanked from the top of this hill, but I don't think they're that smart. Okay. Do we see any of the pikemen? I'm curious how big those shields are and how long their spears are. We got guys stuck up there. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Cavalry, if you could, stand over there. So these are the pikemen. Yeah, those are pretty long. Pretty good shields. I wish the shields were even bigger than that. But I think a whole wall of those guys would be pretty devastating against cavalry. Let's see. Pikes. Move up to... Oops, sorry. Pikes. There. Infantry. Just in front of them. Archers. Just a little bit closer than that. And let's see, infantry, formation, stand a little bit closer. I want you like 2 deep, not all spread out like that. That's a little bit better. What other options do we have here? Some of these are unique to this mod. So let's see, shield orders. Yeah, use shields. That's cool. I can tell them to use two-handed weapons or whatever. I guess that's the same as, let's see, pikemen. Yeah, so I've got weapon orders, shield orders, attack orders. Okay. Let's see, formation, spread out a bit. That's better. Wow, you archers suck. I guess only the longbowmen are in range. We don't have nearly enough longbowmen. I don't know how to bait them down. I'm gonna go up on top of this hill and see if I can find a better means of approach. Okay, so here they come. I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge. Apparently, Garrett Longley sniping a knight off of his horse was enough to change their mind. At least I got somebody there. Did I get him or the horse? I guess I got him. This was not very intelligent on their part. They did not bring their infantry with them. They just rode down here with their knights, and so we just butchered their knights. Get him. Okay, let's reform our ranks, reform our ranks. And here comes the infantry. Oh, you guys got him already. Okay. Cavalry with me. Let the infantry do their jobs. And the archers. Actually, you know what? Archers fall back quite a bit. I want you up there. Okay, cavalry charge. I missed. Man, I'm swinging kind of wide. Alright, infantry, go ahead and get in there. Let's get this guy. Oh, I got stopped short. I'm doing pretty decent, all things considered. Oh, just a little bit late. But yeah, we just demolished this army. I mean, they made some really questionable decisions. Oops, pikemen, you can get in there too. Sorry about that. I figured they'd be better on their own numbers so that I can put them out in front of the infantry rather than having them all lumped together. We'll see if that works. I just don't have enough of them right now to really use them in any effective way other than just as like a screening force. They've got big shields, so I figured they could soak some arrows. Oops. Hit him. Wow. My aim is not great. Oh, nice. Finally. Come on. Come on. We need more White Harbor Knights. We don't have access to, what are they called? Mounted sergeants yet, or mounted men-at-arms or whatever? The northern equivalent to knights, basically. Okay, I'm gonna make sure everybody's charging now. But yeah, we need to get our Pullman up significantly higher. Okay, battle's over. Oops, wrong. Nope. Is it this one? No. Where is it? There. Yeah! Okay. Let's see. Oh, no casualties. Wow, we played that really well. Let's see. We wiped out pretty much his whole party. And I had 11 kills. Not bad. Still no kills for Roderick Torrent, though. I will take Reynard prisoner because that ransom will net me quite a bit of money. And I'm going to capture you as well. You peasants are welcome to go free. Let's see. I think I want more pikes. Give me 10 pikemen, and then the rest will go into elite northern pikemen. Or sorry, pullmen, who we will turn into sergeants and mounted sergeants and etc. I want all of you to be longbowmen, because I need longbowmen badly. And I want you above the northern archers, because you're better. Cool, and it looks like I leveled up as well. What do we get? It's a pretty cool sword, and another lance in our colors. Some kind of trashy longbows, but I'm sure they're worth money. Alright, so what do we want? I want a bigger army, but I don't think... Yeah, one more charisma point is not going to let me grow my army at all. So, I guess we'll just keep pumping charisma until we can. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to go for... Let's go with some trade, or maybe... The inventory management would be nice. Tactics might be smart. I think trade. Because I'll make more money off of everything I sell. Let's get our one-handed up because that's what we use most often, and then polearms are pretty important too. Alright, so that was a nice little victory for us there. I don't know if we'll make it to this siege in time, but I'm hoping we will. If we see any more Westerland's lords along the way, we'll definitely stop and fight them. Or if this looks like it's going to go on for a while, I might siege some of these villages. Or not siege them, sorry, loot them. Are they abandoning this, or what's happening? Where are you guys going? Yeah, they're still waiting for the siege to get set up, so I'm gonna raise Brass Bell to the ground. Let's see, we'll take a hostile action, and we're gonna loot and burn this village. And we'll make sure to run the peasants off. We're not going to kill them because we're not the Westerlands, but we are going to plunder it. Let's see. Gathering for a feast at Deepwood Mott. That's like the farthest possible place. Oh, I thought they were Westerlands lords. I thought we were screwed there for a second. Come on, any second now. I do not want to get run up on here. At least we started at night, so they had a harder time getting over here, but I don't think they're going to come near this siege. So we got 50 coins plus whatever was here. Oh, wow. All kinds of good stuff. And some food, too. That'll help. But I'm more interested in the stuff that we can sell. Cool. Some cattle there. I'm not too concerned with the cattle. And that's still going on. Did we lose honor for that? We didn't. At least not as far as I can tell. So I think I'll keep doing that in the meantime. Andrew Locke, I believe, is the marshal. Oh, Galbert Glover was taken prisoner, and Roose Bolton. Damn. Let's see. Any tasks for me? No. Anything we can do to advance our standing? No. Can I ask you something then? What are you guys doing? Okay, fine. What's the realm doing? I really hope you're not gathering for a feast. That seems like a terrible idea right now. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna run around and look for a another Westerland's lord to fight while they do that. Who's this? That color makes it really hard to read. Renfried Rider. He has 48 men. Why is he running at me then? Yeah, 48 men. Yeah, I'll take that fight. I'll gladly take that fight. Okay, let's go. Yeah, 48 against 113. Let's take the field. Okay, everybody on me. This seems like as good a place as any because they're going to have to charge through the trees. So, let's see. Archers, if you could get up on this hill so at least you're slightly higher up. And then infantry, move up just a bit. And pikemen, I want you just beyond them. Archers, I would love it if you would fall back. And then cavalry with me as always. Oh, I forgot to change those pikemen to, oh no, they're just stuck. Okay. I was gonna say, I forgot to change them to, what do you call it? Actual pikemen and not just regular infantry. Okay, they don't seem to be too interested in fighting me, so let's see if we can't improve our terrain advantage a little bit. I really don't like this map. There's way too much brush. Okay, they're over there. Got it. Well, there's a nice little hill right here. Maybe we should advance to this. Yeah, this seems like a decent spot. And I think my longbowmen can maybe start shooting them from here. Well, they can certainly start shooting me, so archers on me. Infantry, right about there. Pikes. I don't know. Get over here or something. I'll figure something out. Let's see. They've got a long way to run, though, unfortunately. Oh, they're a lot closer than I thought they were. Okay. We probably shouldn't move our men so far up, then. Infantry right about here. Okay, I'm gonna fall back just a bit. Ideally, I'd like to flank their cavalry like we did in the last battle, because they ran right into my spear wall and then I hit them in the side with my mounted troops. They're shifting. I think they're adjusting to me moving out wide. Let's see, we're almost in position. I'm stuck. There we go. Let's make sure cavalry just chill out over here for a second, because you're getting in my way. Okay, we're taking some shots. The pikemen are a little bit far up, aren't they? No, pikes. I want you here. And they just do not want to move. Like, they were coming after me, so they should at least show some initiative in this battle. Wow, I cannot hit anything. The range on these is not great. Well, let's move our infantry up. If they want to let my infantry walk right up into their cavalry, that's fine. I mean, they lose any charging advantage that they have from being on horseback. So, if they're going to let me, I'm just going to swallow their cavalry up. There they go. Okay, cavalry, get in there. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, just swarm them. Get him. Okay, infantry, you can charge. Pikemen, go ahead and charge. It's like, that might be the Lord right there. If I could get him with this lance, that would be great. Perfect. Yeah, that was him. deal with some of these archers. Oh, I missed. Man, these guys are pretty well armored. I guess I should know I'm the one that kind of retooled them. Although I didn't change much for the Westerlands. They're all very similar to what they were. I just made sure that they all had very Lannister-looking armor, because some of the other armors that they used were very generic-looking, and to me it just didn't fit very well. It made them look very generic and not, you know, distinctly Westerland's troops. That guy on horseback is pretty dead set on coming after me, it seems like. Oh no, we lost the veteran Pullman. Damn, you're already wounded and you still didn't go down? What the hell's going on over here? Oh, he's running down an archer. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these guys, because they can kind of pose a threat when they're standing all the way back here. And just, you know, taking shots at people. Oh, how did I miss that? There it is. Alright, everybody get in there. Should be safe for the archers now. I wish I had another lance or something. But I think that's everybody. There's like one or two guys fleeing, but I think they are all broken. Yep. Cool. So there's another victory, and hopefully another captured Westerland's Lord. We had 3 die that time. Unfortunately, 2 of them were veteran Pullman, and 1 of them was a regular Pullman. I guess that's better than losing knights or something, although we did take a wound to 1. Let's see here. I had 5, and Martin Snow had 1. I will take you prisoner. And, oh, we freed Galbert Glover. Awesome. So what did our relationship go to? From 4 to 11. It went up with 1 with his son and the king as well, and his wife. Oh, Roose Bolton's free too. Cool. Oh, awesome. Sergeants. Yeah, hold on here. So, definitely want the veteran man-at-arms, as well as the regular man-at-arms. And the sergeant. Oh, we're full. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to get you up here. And you are slightly more elite than Pullman. You guys are going to be upgraded. You need to be up here. Right there, in fact. And so we've got some Pullman here. I'm going to get rid of a couple of them to make room for these guys. So we'll release like 5 of you for now. And then let's see, the sergeant I will take, the elite Pullman I will take, the veteran Pullman I will gladly take. And so let's get rid of, what, 2 more. I'll take a pikeman and a veteran Pullman. And then so we have an elite archer. Do I have any elite archers? No, a bunch of veterans. I'm not too concerned with northern archers. I'm not going to be using them very much. Let's see. I think you and you guys. Perfect. More longbowmen and oh, a veteran longbowman. Okay. Very good. And damn, how many pikemen do I want to keep? Let's take that up to 20. And then we'll go the rest northern elite Pullman. That looks good. And I leveled up again. Cool. Any good gear? Some mail gauntlets, some more busted. Oh, these are actually better than the other ones. Okay. Oh, it looks like Roderick Torrett leveled up as well. Let's go talk to him. I'll level myself up first. Oops, did not mean to move. Okay, so 20 charisma. I'm going to go more points into... I don't know, maybe Power Strike? Make sure I put guys down in one shot, or Shield or Athletics for more survivability, spotting, pathfinding. Pathfinding is important, actually. We'll do that. And then I'm going to up my throwing and my pole arms. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, we might need to run from them. 105, we could win that, but I'd prefer not to take them on in an even fight. Especially with a bunch of other lords running up on us. So let's talk to Mr. Roderick Torrett. And let's see, yeah, your skills. I'm going to go with intelligence, because that'll give me more points to spend. I think we'll go with Iron Flesh and Power Strike to make him a little bit more proficient in combat. And then I'm going to increase his polearm skill so that he can use that lance a little bit more effectively. And, oh, you guys upgraded as well. Anybody else? Yes. Elite Northern Archer, I'll put you there. And I don't want any more Northern Archers. Okay, let us run back to the siege camp, where hopefully we can outrun these guys. Alright, looks like we made it. They still haven't begun the siege, though. I don't know what's going on with them. Alright, guys. Well, I thought we'd be able to get a tournament or a siege in today. It doesn't look like either's going to happen, because we're running out of time. But I did want to introduce a second character who we were supposed to meet during the tourney. That didn't end up happening. But we're going to introduce him anyways, because he's in my party, and you've probably seen glimpses of him already. But for those of you who hadn't quite caught it, I will go ahead and introduce him now, and then we'll go ahead and end this episode. Alright, so it appears that news travels fast in Westeros. Apparently, after our 2 victories against the Westerlands there, we had knights flocking to join us, and one of them was Sir Royman corbray. He was created by LSG Vlogs, who's also a very, very active commenter, not only on the Clash of Kings series, but on all my series across my channel, and so I decided to choose his character next, not only because he's very active, but because the character was very well thought out, and I thought it fit pretty well with where we are currently in the story. So, let's see. The House of Corbray has long held power over the region of the Vale surrounding Heartsholme. As one of the most prominent and loyal houses in the service of House Arryn, the Lords of the Vale, the Corbrays were devastated when they learned of the death of Jon Arryn. Rumors began to spread that the Lannisters were responsible for his death, but the Corbrays could not act without disobeying a direct order from Regent Lysa Tully. Instead, Lord Lionel Corbray sent his bastard son Royman Corbray, who was legitimized and knighted for volunteering to avenge the death of Jon Arryn. And so he's on sort of like a covert mission to be the Vale's I guess, support toward the North, because they can't actively support the North without declaring war. And so, while many of the Knights of the Vale wanted to avenge Jon Arryn's death, if they went out in force, all of the Vale would basically be at war with the Westerlands. And so, what they did is they sent out Sir Royman corbray to help the North in their efforts to gain revenge. And so that's Sir Royman corbray. Let's go ahead and take a look at his gear. I think you guys will really enjoy this because most of it is custom. As you can sort of see in the picture, it's kind of hard to because of the shininess of the metal, but I'll give you guys another look at it in just a second. Alright, so here we have Sir Royman corbray's gear. You get a little bit better view of his armor here, but it does have his house sigil across the chest. It's 3 ravens, each carrying a heart in their claws, and so he has that across the chest of his armor there. The armor is regular Vale heavy armor, but I did change the color of it, so now it's white instead of like a tan or khaki color, and then the shoulders are plate metal and not padded cloth. And then as you can see here, he's got a heater shield with his house sigil on it. He wears a bassinet helmet and plate gauntlets and mail greaves. He's also got a mailed destrier warhorse, a heavy war mace, the shield, a war lance featuring the 7-pointed star, and an arming sword. And so that's his gear. Obviously, he's a Knight of the Vale, so he's very heavily armed. Probably the heaviest armed of anybody in our party. But, yeah, you know, being a Knight of the Vale, one would expect him to be very well equipped. So, that is our group, or sorry, that is our newest character. Again, thanks to LSG Vlogs for creating Ser Royman corbray. And I think that's going to do it for today. This episode has already run a little bit long, and I'm going to have to trim quite a bit of it. But we did gain 2 new characters today. One, a heavily armed knight, and the other, a lightly armed but very versatile former Dothraki Bloodrider. And so we're slowly building up a very formidable force. As you saw there, we had 2 successful victories against the Westerlands. Granted, we did have superior numbers, but I think the pikemen are going to work out really well in open field situations because they present a pretty hard counter to, you know, the knights and stuff that the Westerlands like to use, because if they charge right at us, they're just going to hit a wall of really long spears. They have to flank us, and then we have, you know, this mass of Pullmen behind them who are also ready to counter them. And then the Riverlands longbowmen, well, not quite impressive yet, I think will really help us in siege situations, which, you know, we haven't really gotten into yet aside from Fairmarket. The North Men-at-Arms are the closest thing to knights that we're going to get from the north, other than the White Harbor Knights. But the elite northern Men-at-Arms are very heavily armored, and so I think that getting more of them is really going to help us. The disadvantage to the northern Men-at-Arms is that they do not have lances because they're not knights. So they're Men-at-Arms. They're basically just mounted heavy infantry that fight with swords and shields, or axes in some cases. But yeah, so that's our current army, and we're going to continue to build on that army as long as we can. Hopefully our income can help support it, but we did gain a whole bunch of stuff from raiding. So what I'll do between episodes is maybe head back to Salt Pans or to the north and sell off some gear. We'll kind of re-equip with some more food and things like that, although we do have quite a bit, so I might not need to do that. But I'll kind of retool, and in the next episode I think we'll join the siege in Maidenpool whenever they decide to start it, and either before or after that, we'll probably hit like Plowman's Hill and Rushing Fields and loot those as well. Oh, that's already been looted, sorry. We'll find something else to loot. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing another episode of A Clash of Kings with you guys. I love doing this series. It's a lot of work, but I really enjoy it. I love modding, especially with this game. It's so easy to do versus other games I've modded. And I just love Warband. It's one of my favorite games. So I'm glad that you guys are so excited about this series. I am too. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and give me more character suggestions or build on the characters you've already suggested, and I'll see you guys back here next time.